Goodness gracious. Hi, everybody. So much jazz going on in this. Gotta really like it, I gotta say. I gotta really say. But I like jazz, so I can't help it. Hi. Welcome to another Mystery Monday. Today we're doing The Roottrees Are Dead. It looks good. I'm quite excited. It looks like it's very detective-heavy kind of thing where we piece together clues based on the evidence that's available. Should be fun. Should be real fun. Oh, second thing. Well, we start there. The Roottrees are loading. Oh, and it's got the little vibe. Oh, I love it. I love the vibes. I didn't love it back then, but like now it's just nostalgic and it's nice. Oh, there we go, starting up. That's nice. Am I gonna have access to an old PC and stuff? December 6th, 1998.
The plane that crashed last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the private jet of the Roottrees Corporation. Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash. On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottrees and his daughters, the Roottrees sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers. There were no survivors. Again, for those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.
The Roottrees.
I know it's late, but I'm guessing you've seen the news. In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottrees company's lawyers are scrambling.
That's fair.
Everything's about to change. Anyone proven to be a blood relative is about to get much richer. I'm here to ensure everyone is accounted for.
Oh, very nice of you.
I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated family trees. A genealogy genie, as it were.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you the job of a lifetime.
Okay. Oh. Complete the family tree of the Roottrees sisters. Siblings are in birth order. Oldest to youngest. Right. Examine evidence, search the internet for clues, fill in the names, fill in the occupations, fill in the photos. Sleuth. Oh. And the eldest is also married to somebody. Okay. Well, alright, you're jumping right in. This is great. The music's still a little bit loud. Can I do something about that? Oh, I think I can. Hang on. Let me just kind of... I'll tell you what. Let's turn that down a smidge. We'll turn that down a smidge more. I do like it. It's just it's a little loud. That's all. Okay. So, I wouldn't call myself a genealogy genie. I am interested in family trees and history of that kind of a nature. I know my dad is incredibly interested in that sort of stuff, mainly when it comes to our family tree. So, you know, we'll see how we do. Right. So we don't know their names, we don't know their occupations, or what they look like, and the fact that the eldest is married to somebody. I guess we start by examining evidence. Got milk picture. First, some Hardy gave this photo with a note attached. This was taken during the shoot for the Roottrees sisters' Got Milk ad. I remember those ads. I've tracked down a test photo from before they painted the fake mustaches, on which I thought would be more appropriate considering the circumstances. The ad's copy reads, "You might recognize our faces from the magazine you're reading, or you might recognize our name from the candy bar you're eating. Being a Roottree is a full-time job, but so is growing up. That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Plus, you can't make chocolate without it. I mean, maybe you can these days. I'm really not sure, but I personally somewhat agree with that. Okay. So at least we have an idea of what they look like. Not exactly that we know who is who, though. But it is something. Hello. This is provided to you by the mysterious person who showed up at your door. You'll need it to fill the family tree. Oh. Oh, God. There's actually quite a few. Okay. Oh, that's nice. I like that. It's a good feature. Right. So we have the potential stuff to work with. I say search the internet for clues. Ooh, welcome text. Information superhighway. Thanks for purchasing a new Cashew PC. 56K modem. Oh my god. Interesting should print out with your included high-end color laser printer or brought a music CD later. Oh my goodness gracious. History feature. Cashew PCs are delicious. Yeah, I was about to say don't actually eat one. It's actually not 7:03 p.m. It's actually 8:06 p.m. But you're very funny though. Ah. Negotiated connection. The dial-up sounds. It was actually nowhere near as bad as how dial-up is. Just want to put that out there. Press quickly by highlighting text with your mouse. Yep, I have noticed that. Very handy. Text can't be highlighted. Try to search result instead. I know, you silly thing. Okay, let's start with Roottrees. Results about the plane crash. Besides that, there are countless advertisements and conversations about the various products made by the Roottrees Candy Company. Most articles mentioned Carl Roottrees, who was the president of the candy company. Ah, here we go. His daughters are also eulogized, collectively referred to as the Roottrees sisters. They've been famous for... Oh, you can't get the freaking eulogy, though? Let's start with, I guess, plane crash. So let me reiterate what you've heard in the news. Icy storm affected the area. Not all the information yet. Yeah, fair. Spot some comments saying the Roottrees must be cursed after so many deaths in the family. Oh, that's interesting. Other commentators insist the Roottrees curse isn't the real thing. Yeah, that's the internet for you. Oh. The arguments start somewhat civil, but go on and on for 6 pages. There are 25 comments per page, about midway down the third page, they're in a full-on flame war. Okay, let's do the Roottrees Candy Company. Plane crash. There are a lot of results for this candy product. So, official website is unstable due to the traffic has been received. Jesus, that popular, huh? You find a direct link to the history section. Ooh, great. Roottrees Candy Company was founded by Elias Roottrees shortly after he married his wife Gwyneth. Okay. Well, I'm at the moment just working on the sisters, but good to know. For reason I explained the page as no CEO and no stockholders. Instead, it's run by a president with input and votes from extended family. Every president has been a direct descendant of Elias and Gwyneth, including Carl, who, despite his death, the product that put him on the map were 5 pieces: maple candies, fudge flavors. Sister companies inside a root, especially children clothing, primarily for root are the root. Okay, cool. So let's go with root. So you should keep an eye on how it's spelled. That is how it was. Clothing company, thank you. What says a period after? Oh, really? Punctuation? Like it... Period is part of the name. Ugh, okay. Clothing company. They make clothes children, toddlers, teenagers. Oh, the website is down. Unlikely due to increased web traffic. You find countless retail sites. So you spotted the Roottrees sisters looking hella fly on catalogs, magazines, and posters. Now you too could be like Riley, Rose, or Raina. We have names. Riley, Rose, or Raina. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Apparently, Roots released 2 catalogs for you every year. So Raina appeared on almost all of them. There's only one. I wonder if Raina is the eldest then. It seems that Brenda Roottrees, the Roottrees sisters' mother and Roots head designer, appeared on one cover holding her daughter Rose in 1985. The site says this was the only time her daughter was ever listed with her birth name, Carly Roottrees. Rose. Can I make notes? Let's highlight this copy. Let's go with that. So let's highlight that. I think I need to go with Rose as well. Alternate name. Save note. Great. Okay. I'm gonna highlight you. You are the mother of Roottrees. I think Carl is also a one. So I might search Rena. I'll tell you what, can I... I didn't even think about that. It only pegged me. So I go highlight. Name of 3 sisters. Fake names. So that might be why it doesn't quite show up in the obituary. So we do know that Carly is Rose's actual name. Which actually is really good. So if I... Well, let me start with Rose. So, search for only one person or concept at a time. Use both the first and last name. Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's popular as old as Reyna. Reyna is the eldest. Fantastic. Let me do... You are Reyna. Boom. I imagine... Together. Right. Okay. If I were to do... And Reyna. Roottree. Jerks. Why don't we go with Riley? Curious focus on the Roottrees sisters. Not likely to come across an official Roottrees fan site seemingly cured by a teenager. Ooh. Reyna is the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS. Okay. But Riley is a smart one. Rose is a middle child. We have info. We have info. So Reyna's the oldest. We understand that. You said Rose is the middle one. Excellent. Thank you, my friend. What are you talking about? Is it because of case sensitivity? In which case it would be Carly. We've done Reyna, so Riley? Okie dokie. We have something. It's crazy. Crazy that they don't use Rose. Good to know, though. Got married to TMS. TMS. I wonder who TMS is. I think rich just because of the models, but the dad is less present at the candy company. They do the modeling for her brand Root. I eat Root candy all the time. Favorite are Maple Crisp, and the trainers applied Root clothes like Riley does. Oh, that's great. Right. TMS. Who is TMS? Early 90s teen heartthrob. Tommy Mark Sheridan. Tommy? Nope. Sheridan. Thomas Sheridan. Got him. Boom. An occupation. Well, I guess you would all technically kind of be models, right? Technically speaking. Oops. If I go history, let me go back here. I mean, I would assume that they're all models, but it's good to just check. Reyna, Carly, and Riley. Carly Rose Roottree. I see. Carly Rose Roottree. Named a son Carl Roottree Jr. About Friday they were having a second daughter. They called it Carly. I see. Sometimes in the early 90s, now preteen Carly strongly expressed her sister's names that she was the odd one out. That's when she began to go by her name. I see. Well, if I go here, I'm pretty sure I could set them all as models. I mean, that seems to be the case. Boom. Maybe there's... Oh, you film the photos. Now, that's going to be the tougher part, my friend. Because, I mean, yeah, I have this. But it's not like... There's got to be a way to see pictures of these people. How would I see the pictures? What about if I go got milk? That use a modified version of the photo you have in your inventory. The administrative models of magazine covers. Yes, I understand that. Crap. I could just brute force it, but I don't feel like that's right. I feel like there's a way to do it. Huh. I mean, this is only good if we're gonna end up doing far more. Got items, text items, everything. I mean, it could be left, middle, right. It could be that. Figure out what's incorrect. Well, it's gonna be the order, obviously. God. What do you think about their attire and stuff? Let's pop you there. You there. That's not correct either. Okay. Let's swap you two around. Okay, so you are definitely not Arena. I've at least ruled that out. Let's have you go back to here. So we've tried that. Okay. So you are definitely not Carly either, in which case you have to be Riley. Aha! Ha 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 ha! Well done. These 3 entries are correct and have been locked. Hey, sweet. We've also locked the following optional entry. Sheridan Thomas. Booyah! Hey.
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet. Some folks refuse to get with the times. Safe to say, you're hired. The reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch. The Roottrees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting. Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing. But I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thank you.
The man who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives. Anyone related only by marriage is optional, but filling them in can lead to useful discoveries. Lastly, you now have access to some unique websites, plus a list of notable Roottrees. Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree.
Okay.
I'm off for now. Carl Roottree had a lot in his office. I'll look for anything useful. I'll return once you identify 6 more blood relatives.
Oh, fun. Thank you. Oh. Oh, God. Hi again.
Sorry, one last thing. This might sound odd, but if anyone else claiming to represent the Roottrees reaches out, I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thank you, and good luck.
Okay. I mean, hey, I'm gonna make some money, so fair enough. Oh my God. Whoa. Yeah, this is a this is a pretty substantial tree. Top secret. What is this all about? You can open this envelope after the whole family tree has been filled in. It has 2 names that must be typed in manually. Clues are obscure, haven't been intentionally hidden in the past, and may even require some leaps in logic. Try to keep an eye out for any inconsistencies. Okay. Split up. Verify this person, maybe add bonus photos? Oh, okay. And then that makes it easier fun. Oh, okay. Well, probably best to start with Papa, which would be Carl. 5-piece Save Your Kids magazine Teen Blast. Whoa! Mentions the 5-piece were named as such because the original creator had 5 children. The ad also mentions that the current 5 flavors are not the same as back then. Been assigned to work a long time. So long, in fact, you develop a 6th sense for how useful your evidence can be. Numbers of the magnifying glass refer to how many clues are connected to a specific piece of evidence. Oh my God, what? The higher the number, the more there is to find. Oh my God. It's really good. I have names to immediately start with. Okay. I'd probably start with Carl, because that's the papa of these girls. Roottrees and Paris died in a plane crash on December 6, 1998. The next evening, a shadow figure appeared at your door and said lawyers were looking to sort out the family tree. It is weird that they don't already have a sorted out family tree, but after a quick test, the figure gave you access to some resources, including they return right. It's just the story so far. Right. Yeah, I think we start with Carl. Periodicals, public library. We're getting some stuff. Say based on magazines and newspapers. Oh, good to find books. Oh god, what am I doing? No, go back to spider search. Okay. Carl Roottrees. Let's start there. Died in the recent plane crash along with his wife, Brenda. Okay, we've already got names. I mean, I kind of figured we already had the names, but it's good to have these stuff. I guess it's Brenda White. Okay, fine. Carl. Excellent. Doing... This is fine. He was a president of the Roottrees Candy Company as well as a clothing company. So he's I guess a president? Do we go with president? Oh, I would assume 5th, but when you really think about it, let's say you would be the first president, in which case most likely 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So you would be 4th president. However, I can always verify that information later. To verify this person, we will add bonus photos. Fair enough. Right. Heavy heart that we mourn the loss of Carl, Brenda, and Roottrees sisters and the other employees that perished in the terrible tragedy. Oh, sorry, drinking some tea. Some of his accomplishments from them seems relevant to your search. Like his great-grandfather before him, Carl earned the highly prestigious Watchman of the Year title. In which case, if I do Watchman of the Year... Hey, new periodical added business watch. I think they focus on company CEO and the economy. They've been around for over 100 years, Elias and Carl, and we know that Elias is his great-grandfather? Because it would be great-grandfather. Yes, okay, so father, grandfather. There he is, Elias. Elias. Gwyneth. Oh, Madsen or Anderson? Excellent question. Come back to that. What I'm thinking, if I go... We type in Elias Roottrees. Oh, pictures. Last year, she was the founder and first president of the Roottrees Candy Company. You find that essentially propaganda site. Yep, it's fine. His wife Gwyneth. That picture's been added to your evidence. Sweet. Also, a biography section. Elias great for printing 5 pieces. Excellent to know. Before the farm he inherited by marrying his wife only produced syrup. Oh, that's useful stuff. Yeah, we've already done that part. Okay, so it's good to know that the Gwyneth's family had a farm. Gwyneth Anderson. Let's start there. First Anderson Maple Farm. Oh, what a fucking guess. Oh. Gwyneth Anderson. Gotcha. You, my friend, are the first president. Anderson. Oh, it was right there. It was right there. I'm so stupid. She inherited the 8% farm as long as she married. With the family farm producing syrup, especially unless candy instead. The 6 not immediate until they decide to combine the maple with other flavors. It's led to 5 pieces. Interesting. And it will be on the original farm and reserve and the tourist attraction. The website is still daily demonstration. As a housewife. Ooh, so are you saying that she is a housewife? Yep. We do have a picture. Yes, we do. Oh, have I not, like, picked it up? Is that why? Am I supposed to... If I do that... Music. Where's the... Oh, it goes here. Sorry. Here we go. Excellent. Boom. Boom. Ha-ha! I mean, I imagine these are supposed to be correct, but I'm not going to worry about it right now, because I think we need to get another 3 anyway. That feels good. We do need to know about their children. Shit. Have a picture of Carl. That was good. That was real good. Where's the notables? There's off Gwyn Roottrees. That's pretty good. Gwyn Roottrees. Okie dokie. Let's go with Gwyn Roottrees. All films that are not yet available on VHS. The site is not very well organized and the search is broken. You get individual research. Gwyn Roottrees is a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 1950s. She often appeared in tabloids, especially around the time of her highly publicized divorce. It's good to know she was in a divorce. Biggest role was the minor hit movie Guys Like Us. She followed with a flop of Christmas Mission. It's a widely circulated picture of Gwyn from behind the scenes in one of her movies, which you've added to evidence. Did you know, trivia? Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias Roundtree. Ooh, Roottrees. She wouldn't have been named Roottrees, but her father took her mother's famous name, which was quite rare in those days. Ooh. Gotcha. And you said grandfather, granddaughter. Yes, okay. So that means he's not as far down as that. She's as far down as one of these. And although she had a split, which would be here. So actually, that'd be you. That would be you, Gwyn. And you are an actress or actor. Ha! Hit me, baby, very much. These 3 entries correct and been locked. Excellent. You've also locked the following optional entry. White Brenda. Booyah! Oh, sweet. Oh, but not Carl, then. Oh, we don't have his picture. That's fair. It's fair we don't have his picture. Who was she married to, then? I might as well at least, like, get some stuff in. But her father took her mother's name, so you were definitely female. That's at least good to know. What's this? How many portraits filled out to the... I'm not too worried about that. Oh, a little saucy down here. What's going on with some of these, eh? Oh. This is kind of exciting. I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, well, we need another 3. If we can get a picture of Carl, make a difference. We don't have a picture of Carl. Business watch. Oh, God. Carl Roottrees. Oh, I have a picture. Hey, handsome fella. Like it. Okay, we have a picture for Carl. Fantastic. Okay. Alright. Summary article has been added to your evidence. Has it really? Oh, yes, here. I'm wondering if it says anything about his father, maybe. So Brenda was a fashion consultant when Raina was born. Brenda retired became a stay-at-home mother. Yes. Spent any free time she has a sewing machine. Including Carl's cousin Jim Roottrees, a notable singer, had a younger daughter around the same age as Raina. Word spread. Well, the thing is, he's got quite a number of cousins. I mean, there you got cousin with young kids as well. Yeah, cousin with young kids. Wouldn't be you. You could be Jim. In which case, it might be one of the notable ones. Perhaps. Not too worried about it just yet. We will get to it. Ooh. And his second cousin, Ernie, would just become President Roottrees at the time. Oh. Oh. Presidency wasn't the way that I thought it was. What about where those who were saying the comes from? She found anything on the candy. And so when the clothing suddenly became famous, that's when they made a root, period. I see. Per tradition, or perhaps superstition, new clothes always be the way the first ones did. Rain became their catalog's cover model. She grew the product line, spent it old kids as well. He was just with their recruit to show the baby clothes. Ah. We even have some names here, so actually that's really good. That's really freaking good. 30 minutes in, we've already got 6. Let's do another notable Roottries. We've mostly done Carl. Most likely, he's actually the 5th president. Most likely. Right, let's get back to the evidence. We're going to look into Red Roottrees. Yeah, we have like our movies and crazy worried about that at the moment. Strange historical facts. Aloysius Herring Roottrees, aka Red, was an appointed judge and politician who earned his nickname ironically because he was the ambassador to Ireland for only about 6 days. He served what some people contend is the shortest term in history. Wow. A few days after he was appointed, he was heard disparaging his position and the Irish people. Ooh. Rough. He then tried to run for state senate. He claimed to be related to the Roottrees Candy Company in a newspaper ad, but it came out that the last name was merely a coincidence and he was defeated in a landslide. Guess you could be that one who just looks like he's kind of on his own. Huh. You're not one of the star ones. Because the thing is, he's a notable one, so he'd be one of the star choices, so he'd be this one, or that one. Then in a way, he is somehow connected. Now, that's strange. It's a red herring. I see. I see. You funny. Jim. James Roottrees, a singer who sings the duo Jim and Diamond with his wife Diamond Larry. Diamond's considered by fans to be the band's lead singer. The band never had another hit, but it's as Diamond's Dazzlers. Ha! And for more folks in acoustic, Jim and Diamond have continued to release music through the 80s and early 90s. Other albums you might find Mission Cherry Tree, Santa Life Church, Conclusions made a public appearance since 1996. Doesn't say anything about having kids. But I guess what we can do is we can do Diamond Larry. Weird. Weird that it doesn't have anything actually about the wife. At least we have some faces.
We're rolling on down to the sea.
Oh. Kinda like it.
Saturday night and you're quite a sight. The world might be burning, but I'm feeling right. Making ends meet.
The great grandson of Elias commits to his sweet. Yeah, good to know. Good to know. So he is a great grandson. You can get the lyrics. In which case, it'd probably be this one, because there's no other great-grandchildren. Gotta be you. You're James Roottrees. Singer? I guess artist might be the... Or what about musician? Musician, yeah, musician's probably right. Diamond. Laru, thank you.
On wheels we glide with you by my side. Inflation is rising and so is our pride.
I mean, I would call them musicians.
Make love not hate. They fight overseas, but we'd rather skate.
Oh, it's great. The subtle charm of the saxophone is very sophistique. One would say that it is the grandest of the woodwinds out there. You know what? I can get behind that tremble. I can definitely get behind that. How are you, my friend? How are things? We're doing another mystery game today because we obviously finished. Well, we got to room 46 last week. It's fantastic stuff, and yeah, now we're doing the Roottrees are dead, which is quite a big family tree we have to sort out. But we're having some fun doing it. I gotta say, having some fun. So we at least understand him. We don't know anything about his kids. Just fine. We still need other names, but we do have other names to go with. It doesn't say we finished Jim. Maybe it's not been locked in as well, because Carl hasn't either. Lauren. Let's try Lauren Roottrees. Author Lauren Roottrees, a distant relative of the Roottrees sisters. Oh, a distant relative. A life between wars. She's an author. Is that about famous authors in the early 1960s? Lauren released a few romance novels. Her married name, Laura Rafferty. Fanfare. Her publisher learned shape and keep diaries about her famous family. She insisted releasing her original name, Lauren Roottrees, to take famous families into notoriety. Sexual diary entries released in the 65. The life between wars. Okay. Ooh, she lost her husband. Ooh. 1960, because these are they died in 1998, so I wouldn't quite call them like, you know, cousins. Distant relative is the right word, but it sounds like one of them, their husband died, split up, adoption or otherwise. Oh wow, because there's a lot of marriages, but I don't see anything about a death, which does not fully help me. Forget, family trees use surnames for birth, even the person changed the last name after marriage. Always use person's most recent occupation. Genealogy for dunces. Oh, thank you. Most recent occupation. I mean, that makes sense. Well, unless he's a recluse, but can't imagine that'd be the case. I guess we could try Lauren Rafferty. Yeah, it's no different, is it? Not really. Oh, no, a little bit. This is retired. That's good to know. There's a tiny bit. There is a tiny bit. It's really not massively different. Current gained popularity. She felt the release of two equal. Find out recent details about Lauren, although she's listed as retired. Well, that's important to know. So, whenever we do figure out where Lauren is, well, actually, Lauren has to be one of the stars. She's doing the notoriety people first. So, it's either you or it's you. Don't worry. In which case, I said distance, so it wouldn't be there. It would have to be over here. So, you, my friend, have to be Lauren Roottrees. And if you are Lauren, it says retired now. Nope, that doesn't work. Fair enough. Author. Don't have an image of you, though. No. That's diamond, which we're not allowed to apparently use. Boom. There you go. Alright, we need a picture of her. I guess we could look up the books. How about we do A Life Between Wars? Lauren Roottrees, A Life Between Wars. Oh, getting something. We're getting something. Heyo, I like it. This piece of piano reminds me of the time I was involved in a detective mystery roleplay game once. Oh, really, my friend? Really, indeed. It would be quite appropriate for something of that kind of nature. I completely agree. Ooh. Ooh. Well, this will be the easiest way to go. Boom! And that's your husband. Okay, let's give you your picture. Boom! Which means I have not solved these 3. Fuck! What am I missing? I get the feeling it is still Carl. Because you're definitely a musician. I mean, after a musician, you became a recluse. But she's definitely an author. I mean, she retired, but I can't choose retired. Oh, God. I should have... anything about his name? Oh, goodness. Access to our entries, yeah. Jacob. Jacob. That's not enough of a name. Jacob is only a first name unless there's only one Jacob in this. I get the feeling there isn't. Oh, well, I guess that makes sense, actually. Cool. Yeah, great. Okay. Right. Okay. Eugley. And then their son, Clark. Oh, so we have something. Clark. Rafferty Clark. We have something. Okay, Lauren never remarried. Yep, that's true. It's 2 pages. She was a granddaughter of Elias. Yep. Her mother's family was called the Cossels, but she hardly ever mentions them. Ooh. Father, who she also referred to as Pop, was the head lawyer for the Roottrees Candy Company. Early government called the Clanced Trust. In which case, you must be Sarah Cassell. Clanced. Could be one of those, a Clancy. That makes sense. While the piano is anchored in a syncopated yet flowing bossa rhythm, it keeps a soft brush tempo in 4/4, mingling Jobim-like chord extensions. I think it would be like DM9, G13, C major 7 with... Oh, sorry, D minor 9, isn't it? G13 and C major 7. With unexpected minor turns because of my pitch recognition. There's an underlying glassy melancholy to the tone, supplemented by something we call the walking saxophone. Yeah, that's right. Paints a picture of elegance, sorrow, and secrets long buried. Quite the masterful song structure. Sorry for the geeking. Hey, you are welcome to geek all you want, my friend. It's always nice to hear people enjoying themselves and, quite frankly, just not being shy about their interests and their hobbies and just having a good little time. I greatly appreciate it. So you geek out all you like, my friend. You're very welcome. I'm just solving this family tree because there's recently been a plane crash death, and apparently their family tree isn't fully fleshed out, and they want to fully flesh it out so they can figure out who is receiving inheritances, because only blood relatives will receive inheritances. So that's why we're doing this. And I'm doing it because, well, apparently I will get a substantial amount of money if I do it. And so I was like, well, okay, I will do. Obviously not in reality, but for funsies, right? Different context, the Roottrees have internal shorthand names for the different generations of the family. Lauren uses them often. 5 pieces, the first generation, yes. The next generation is Lauren's generation. Okay. The Free Spirits, generation after Lauren's, including her son. Interesting. So, the Free Spirits would include Carl's generation, because you would be the next generation, and then there's the 5 pieces, of course. Very good to know. Very good to know. Yep, that was surprisingly good. We need to go through other... It still says there's other things here. Oh, goodness, I didn't even see these. Oh, wow. Complaints. In 1953, such seems focused specifically on one of Lauren's family members, Gwyn. Seems everyone has something to complain about. Gwyn is an only child, complained of loneliness. I told her being expected to watch after 3 younger brothers didn't feel like a blessing, but it fell on deaf ears. What? Oh, I guess talk about, like, that side. I think somewhere where I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot. Ooh. Ooh, your mother's name is Margaret or Margot, is that right? Wonderful. Good to know. Good to know. I hope she would be the sister I never had, and I do say for her. I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in. Oh, but she just complained. To her luck. To her, I was the lucky cousin. Glamorous life while I'm stuck with Clark. Okay. Arizona stares at me even after my coffee table. She gets to be in starlet and tell tales of how she gallivants around the world, kissing the likes of Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. Well, I mean, you know, Bill Williams out of Red Dead Redemption. I don't know if I'd be kissing him, I'll tell you that. I don't know if his last name was Williams, but his name is definitely Bill. I feel like Wild Bill would have been appropriate for him. She's the first Roottrees woman to be anything other than a housewife, and I'm jealous. Of course, but I mean, we already solved all that. When a single mother could make my own win the world, off topic, girl with a look in the world. Interesting. We've only learned that the Gwen's mother's name from this one. What about Dynasty? Interchannel Dynasty. Focused on the day her grandfather, Elias, announced he would step down as president, and the meeting said, ooh, okay, we can learn about the second president. That's good. She put a fly on the wall today. Clancy told me that everyone got quite heated. It's weird that you would call your dad Clancy. So most likely that's not the case. Could it be your brother by chance? Oh, I'll tell you what. You must be Clancy Jr. then. In which case, you, my sir, are Clancy Edward. Oh, we're solving crimes. Right. Granddad was furious none of his sons would take over as president, but that's what he gets for holding on to it so long. With architects, preachers, and lawyers, nobody's got time for candy. So with the 5 pieces refusing to step up, it came down to us next gens. Oh, that's interesting to know. Pop argued at length that the company should stay with our branch of the family, since we still have the Roottrees name. I'm not even sure Clancy would have wanted it, but he's the one who had volunteered. Instead, it ended up going to Zach. Oh, I know a Zach. I wouldn't have given him presidency, I'll tell you that much. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn 5-piece. Ooh. You are Zach. Oh, you could be either one. Probably Zachariah would be my guess. But then Murden means that, means that you would have to be a Murden. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I suppose it could be the other Zach, but I don't know. I don't feel quite right about that. Candy's first one. Yeah, I'm not sure how this relevant to running a company, but Granddad has always been very particular views when it came to his bloodline, of course. Sexist. I asked Clancy if it ever came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angie's older than Zach. Oh. And I'm next oldest of us all, but he just laughed. Are you? What? Oh, I guess, just sibling-wise, right. Okay, so that... It's not actually like, everything is oldest to youngest or whatever. Okay, I understand. Okay. I don't know who Angie is. Never forget the cuss words Pop used when he told Ma it wouldn't go to us. Mother, ever the quick-witted, at least with catty remarks, countered back, maybe they wanted it to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. I call it Zach Fat. Sam. Entry entitled Sam from Roottrees' diary. And Elias Roottrees given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. What the fuck is Sam? Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time, Lauren writes. Why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two. But I was told trim their branches from the family tree. So why is Sam special? Nothing adds up, and I'm not the only one to realize. Angie spent all the next chance to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Ooh, We need to figure out who fucking Angie is. There's so many people to still figure out. This is crazy, but I feel like if we crack a lot of these next gens, then obviously it's like their children and stuff like that. It's pretty straightforward, but this one looks like it's gonna be freaking interesting, I'll tell you that. Look at all the extra weird marriages and stuff. Oh my god. Oh, and the music. Music's so good. Gwyn's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys... Who the fuck is Miracle? What? Spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. Oh, but there's so many names, but you know, it's good that I have access to all these. It's good that I have access to all this. Because I'm definitely going to have to refer back to some of this. Oh my god. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother. What? What? I thought your brother would have been Clancy Jr. But I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Is your father not Clancy? Oh, balls. If your father's not Clancy, that means somebody else is Clancy. Aww. Okay. Okay. Let's just... that's fine. I just... So take that back then. There's so many to go. Oh, there's so many. There's so many names. Oh god. Clark. On the final entry is called Clark. Clark's getting married, and in my opinion, far too young. He's barely 18, for God's sake. And Danielle isn't much older. Ooh, we have something. So, Clark, Rafferty, marries Danielle. I guess Danielle Franks. Love it. Need a freaking name? Ugh. Ugh. More money than any one person can spend. They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers and all sorts of nonsense. Well, I mean, that's what happens. The only one who has any discipline is Carl, but that's because Pop forced Clancy sent him to the academy. Your father might be Clancy, though. But that wouldn't make sense, because then there's no other connection here, and there's a Clancy Jr. Pop forced Clancy. Unless you're Clancy, and then that might be Clancy Jr. We're getting a lot of potentials and thoughts, but I'm not really sure. I feel like I have to come back to some of these anyway. Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his apartment once he retires. Edward, and then there's also Eli. Zach's not bad president for all, and his sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. Gwen is Gwen, but they should cut the divorce with her head held high. Okay. Well, we have a lot of that to refer to, which is good, but we still have other pictures as well. Lawrence Area contains some label pictures. This is the 5 pieces. Hey! We have the 5 pieces pictures. Caption, this picture was famous in our house. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. Ooh, that's your Pops? Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pop him on right now, just so we don't lose that. Great. Thank you. He was taken in 1935 to celebrate the move to the new warehouse that Eli Jr. designed. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo since Miracle was in it, and the 3 of us were all about the same age. Little snippet just in the background. We're told only 5 pieces. Really don't go over well, to say the least. Eventually, I suppose, to stop the tension, and the pose first with Mr. Morden, who was everything Gwendolyn. There's our contains some other picture. This is the next generation. Jonah Hill. An attempt to recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces photo with our generation. For old time's sake, we gathered on the warehouse floor. I wanted Eli to stand all the way on the left, since to me he looked like a lot like Pop did in the old one. But I was outvoted by my brothers. They insisted the 4 of us stand together, and so we clumped up in the middle and let everyone filter in behind and in front of us. The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwen. Grandma insisted we include Sam, even if we didn't want to. I also didn't think if Hair Miracle made it in, since he's technically a 5-piece. I guess managed to also look for these years. Wish I could hold the pictures side by side. Trying to see who... Because you look very much like you. But that's your pop. Ay, so much to figure out. Oh my god. I mean, I feel like we've done decently to start with, but we need to get up to 9 to have that lady come back, in which case she might bring us more information, which could be really good. But I think ultimately there's 50 blood relatives. It's going to be quite a lot. Let's have a look. Done Lauren. We got a lot of information through Lauren. Let's do Miracle Jr. Miracle Jr., who would have to be the only other star here. In which case, if you're Miracle Jr., then that would mean most likely that you're Miracle. Most likely. Miracle tree. Oh. Oy, oy, oy. It's certainly strange. See, so it's oldest to youngest when it comes to the siblings. In which case, this is the oldest, this is the middle. But if you're Miracle, and you have to be Miracle Jr. because you're the only other one with a star that I can see. In which case, Miracle III had quite a rough time. But then some of the things don't quite add up. So I wonder if I've missed something. Miracle Roottrees arrived so late in his mother's life that doctors worried he wouldn't survive his first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. With a birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems. Final child of generation. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. How can that be you then when you're the oldest? Oh, that's... Because even as Miracle, there were 2 kids that came after. Something about this doesn't feel right. But that looks correct. This looks, I mean, we know that's right. It's locked in. So we know that's Gwen. We know you're the distant relative. That's why you're over here. Which means you have to be Miracle Jr. Because you're the only other one here. That's weird. With birth that late, the final child of his generation reached no proper count. 23 years later, Miracle Roottrees Jr. arrived, became the famous family's second vessel for the higher power. What? At 18, he unburdened himself from the Roottrees name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. Via the power of television, Miracle Jr. spread the gospel across the entirety of New England. He's since left the life of glamour and gliss pioneer, replacing it most. Below with the blurb as a flyer about the tour, which is in your evidence. Cool. Miracle Roottrees Jr. I have to do that as well. But then you'd have to be Miracle. Which means Lauren is the daughter of Miracle, but that doesn't make sense either. Which case, you have to be Miracle, in which case you can't be... they've all got to be wrong then. In which case she's got to be here. Clark goes here and has his fuck-aroundery. That has to be the case. That has to be the case. That has to be the case. Okay, that has to be the case. Yep. Okay, I like that. Awesome. The lady.
You're on a roll. I'll try to keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes. But I unearthed a photo from a 1970s Roottrees reunion.
Ooh.
You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
That's fine. I have some stuff to work with now. So you are not there, because you would be here. You're her pops. You, my friend, are Miracle. Which means you are Miracle Jr., which means you would naturally be Miracle the Third. You, Frank Danielle, you're going to come over here, Frank Danielle. In which case you are Clark. Rafferty, great. Jacob. Rafferty, great. Cleaning up some stuff. Okay, so now with that stuff in mind, maybe we can kind of fix some things. So we know... Let's see. So that's her father. Eli Jr. design. I wonder if you're Eli Jr. So you must be Miracle. Because you're for sure the youngest looking thing. We can work with certain things, in which case, is this one. So you're Miracle and Miracle Jr. Okay, so that's got to be the case, because they're certainly the ones that kind of stand out a little bit. Okay, in which case we can always do... Boom. Well, you're not an author. Married to Sarah Cassell. Most likely Eli Jr. would have been first. Most likely. Ah, so your mother was Margot. Margolite Roottrees. In which case you would have to be Angelica Morton. Oh god, no, what? Oh. Okay. Okay, so you have to be Sam. Miracle and his kids, in which case you are the other ones. So most likely you are Lauren. You're not Gwen. You have other ones. You look the most like You did? I mean, left since me look a lot like Pop did in the old one. Yes, okay, so you're Eli, so most likely Eli Jr.? The thing is, it's different generation. So it'd have to be like his other... We'll figure it out. Figure it out. We have a lot of information to go through. It's fine. We're doing well. 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 Okay. I think we basically finish all of the... Almost. It's just Miracle Jr. to kind of sort. So that's information. It seems like he spreads the gospel. Insight to spread the healing word of the Almighty, although we did get, here we go. Generations of Miracles tour. Featuring testimony from world-famous Miracle Jr. A special appearance from Michael Roottrees in his 68th year on God's earth. Children are welcome to celebrate with Pastor Michael III and his wife Nicole. Pastor. My friend or a pastor? Nope, apparently not. Gospel. I mean, so it is literally all three. But there can't be a pastor. Pastor's not a choice. What else would you call it then? Because it even says youth pastors. But if it doesn't allow pastor, what else would it allow? It's people of faith. Preacher. In which case, I guess they were all preachers. Ha 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 ha! Fucking hit me with it. Let's go. We got the 3 miracles, baby. Ooh. Booyah, baby. Booyah, booyah, booyah. You're also that one. You are also that one. Gwen. We have another picture for Gwen. Picture for you, though. Boom. Carl? I don't know if we have another picture for Carl. I don't think so. The Viking man. James, I don't think we have anything else for you. Alright, we've solved all the notorious ones, which is certainly something we have locked that in, so that feels really good. Okay. A little bit of stuff there that feels potentially good. Hello. This photo has a note attached from your employer. Here's a bonus. When I pulled the water damage picture of the free spirits out of the frame, this fell out too. Next photo is couldn't make the reunion, wishing you off from Paris. Gwyn and the boys. That's Gwyn. Gwyn and the boys. A film school garbage boys from Paris. Free spirits. There's Gwen, and then the free spirits would be this layer. Oh, I wonder if it's like her sons. Urgh. As it looks like film school. What is this? Phil stuck inside an envelope with a letter beneath a candle in the corner of his office. The letter says, "To Carl and Brenda, I'm sorry that you weren't able to attend the funeral. It's traditional to have it as soon as possible, and Ernie, more than anyone else on Earth, knew how busy your job could be. I've enclosed a Shiva candle identical to ours if you'd like to pay respects." The signs. He was a man full of love, not only for his family, but for his fans. An immense amount of pride for the work you three did together, as well as how Carl has carried on for him after taking over. We got it too late for him to get on the donor list. The company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations, but not suited time. But Ernie and I knew it had Carl Good's trust. There's no coincidence to have a short left for you visit Brenda. Up until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. We could never have done that much for the two. Fighting for us, much love, Debbie. Interesting. Stephanie Jones. I look Carl up in his inbox. Had her handwritten note attached seemed personal. It's a flyer about a candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. The back is an excerpt from a newspaper article for Bullitt County Signs about her campaign. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. And now, 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for voters simply, love is our future. Handwritten note says, Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring. Don't let our conflict spread to your next generation. CM. Oh, God. From your employer. Every 20 years or so, the Roottrees would hold a big reunion and recreate an old family photo. This is the one from the 70s, and Carl's a teenager in the middle. Carl! So the water damage, a pipe burst in Carl's office. On the back of the photo, in child's print writing, it says November. Also, a large number of cursive signatures. They include Bonnie and ex-president Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., Caroline, Gwyneth, M. Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Rootree, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. Oh, God. Well, you look like fucking Miracle. We know that for sure. Or Miracle Jr., whatever. Oh, God. Come back to some of this shit. Can I, like, mark off names or anything? I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh. You still think there's something here? One more connection? What would that be? Oh. Only Carl and his second cousin, Ernie Jr. It could still be anywhere. I mean, I feel there was plenty over here to get. That one looks interesting. This one looks like your fucking son Clark Rafferty has a wild time, but even so, doesn't really fucking matter. Not Roottrees. It's fun, but like, fucking cares. Miracle side's quite easy, except so that means they have siblings as well. The only problem is I have so much to look through. I need to think about where I want to go. I feel like solving this big chunk would be quite something. before. I mean, I feel like this one's fairly easy to do. That one shouldn't be too hard to finish. That one probably will take a little bit, and this one is also going to be a doozy. So I feel like maybe start with this big chunk here. So I think an important question is, who is your pop? Who is Lauren's pop? Well, she had other books as well, didn't she? She had other books. Romantic Court, I try it. Nothing important. Oh. She had the inspiration from one of her brother Clancy's lectures on the Middle Ages. Okay, so we do know one of her brothers is Clancy. Oh, does that mean that, yes, your father is indeed Clancy? She might be Clancy Edward, in which case one of your brothers will be Clancy Jr. Hard to say which one it could be. You know what? I could even just go ahead and whack your picture there just to get that done. Right. What was I? Brain. What's the other one? Court Jester. What? That is the book title. That's the Court Jester. Oh, I see. I see. Doing? I've got it in the history. What am I doing? Let's make sure there weren't any other books I could potentially look into. Slip between wars, Rose Court. Yeah, okay, fine. Fine, that's fine. Right. Yeah, red. Yeah, that matters, right? It's all fair. Don't need that. In which case, if your father is Roottrees Clancy Edward, let's start there. Let's start there. Let's say Clancy Edward Roottrees. The Clanced, pronounced Clanced, Trust is a highly unusual corporate arrangement named after Clancy Edward Roottrees, who was Elias's son and the Roottrees Candy Company's head lawyer at the time. Ooh. Lawyer. Gotcha. Due to his unique nature, some brought up in long discussions about financial matters and inheritance as an oddity. The company mandates that a fixed percentage of its profits are split every quarter among its bank accounts, representing each direct relative of Elias and Gwyneth. An account is created for each blood relative at birth and first accessible when they reach 18. The actual numbers have never fully been disclosed. Interesting. It's thanks to them that this whole thing has happened. Easter egg, yeah, okay, right. Clint's trust is known for being essentially impossible to get around due to many checks and balances written into it. In a few situations in which family members have tried to forcibly remove another member from the trust, most details online are pretty vague and interesting. The only information she discovers from a university law school, which apparently had a guest lecturer talk about the Roottrees versus RR in 1994. That'd be Red Roottrees, I bet. He's guaranteed. Okay. Well, let's start with the Roottrees versus RR. Let's start with that, I would say. Very few details about this particular incident. Yes. Well, you could tell RR attempted unsuccessfully to remove a fellow family member from the trust. It said that RR attempted two arguments. First, the person in question was born out of wedlock, and second, they committed a significant crime against a fellow family member. Still, due to the ironclad wording of the Clan's trust, it was impossible to remove any direct descendant of Elias Roottrees without completely dissolving the trust. Interesting. Okay. Now, if we go back, I'd like to look at the 5-piece guarantee. It was Elias Roottrees' attempt to assure that Roottrees Candy Company would remain a family business for eternity. In isolation, it is somewhat baffling. The yearly salary of Roottrees president is always locked to the price of a single pack of 5 pieces. When the 5-piece guarantee went into effect, this was 25 cents a year. Now it's closer to $4. Combined with the clan trust, however, it makes a bit more sense. Elias wanted to ensure that only his direct relatives could afford to be president, and he knew that because their passive income was tied to the profits of the company, they would have a vested interest in keeping the company as profitable and successful as possible. Oh. Whether or not this was a smart or successful decision is widely debated both online and in person. Fair enough. Fair enough. What does it mean my microphone can't be heard? Why does it say that? Can it not be heard? Can I not be heard? Microphone is unmuted but has no signal. What are you talking about? Where is that? Because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it on the waveforms there. Am I not being picked up? Is that it? Now I've unmuted it. I don't see what the problem is. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Worst case, it's just watching me do this with no dialogue. Right. Okay. So I wouldn't really say that's helped me out too much. What about Clancy Jr. tree? Or, okay, how about Clancy Tree Jr.? Ah. Wild bro. Pretty sure it would be Clancy Jr. Yeah, Clancy Jr. root tree. But there's nothing on Clancy. Ah. Strange. Trying to figure out Ernie Jr. Ernie. Interesting. Well, at least we've done all that. There's still 5 other things to connect to this? Really? What about Sarah Cassell then? Really? Huh. I already understand all that. What about... Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Swashbuckle my heart. Let's try that. Really? Did I spell it wrong? No, that's what I typed it. It's preachers and lawyers, right? So it doesn't match. Candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn 5-piece, yes. Ah, firstborn son, even though Angie's older. So, Zachariah Morden, in which case, Angelica Morden, yes. So you would be second president. Got it. In which case, Tobias Jr. Huh. Hmm. This means Starlet. Probably some kind of a magazine. I wonder if that's periodical. Let's see, Gwen. Yes. Excellent. Divorced from Wild Bill Williams in 1958. Ooh, we have something. We have something. Oh. That's not his name at all. Ooh, Cornwall. Married to Linus Cornwall. Need to split up. And most likely, you're hanging out with Tweedledee and Tweedledum somewhere. Which aren't related to you anyway. Oh, thank you, Kofi Streambot. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother. See your M. Sam is certainly a strange addition, no doubt about that. He must be Eli Jr. then. No. Can't be you. Because they go to the Mordens. In which case you might be Elias Jr. Well, in Roottrees. You end up marrying a Morden, don't you? Must be James. That one? Or that one? 'Cause you're Clan C, we know that one. Mainly because of Sarah Cassell is for sure correct. Okay. Marguerite. Get the feeling she's going to be a pretty lady. Well, it means that you're that one. Let's go with that for now. Kind of makes sense. I could be right. I could be wrong. The problem is Elias. So there's either a C or an M. Because Elias Jr. would be that one most like. You're Sam. Fuck knows where you go on the family tree. Fuck knows where you go on the family tree. You're some obscure, distant relative who is kind of in this age bracket. But I do not see where you would go. Wonder if you're part of this, maybe. Eli, you. So that'll be you guys are all the related ones. Right. Who is that? Fuck knows. Okay, let's just preliminary pop some faces down. Just kind of remind me that at least these guys are most likely the ones who are related. Even if it's not all correct, it's fine. You can always tidy this shit up. I wonder if you go here or if you go here. I feel like any of those really work though. Okay, so you are an Eli. Are you C or M though? I don't know. I don't know. Huh. Very confusing then, how that all works, but that's fine. Let me think. Let me... Dang it. Eli, I see you. Ooh. This is crazy shit. This is crazy shit. This one is a big one. 16 connections. Pop Forrest Clancy to send to the academy. So you, my friend, are Clancy Jr. That much is for sure. One of them is Edward. Even though, like, let's say I were to be like, oh, Edward, it does show up as a name. This is tricky. This is certainly tricky. This is certainly tricky. I'm honestly surprised this has 10 connections as well. I do feel like I need more things. I feel like we're doing alright. It's just wild, isn't it? It's just wild. Yet again, I mean, these are guesstimations, but at least I've potentially matched up that whoever this one is Roottrees Clancy Jr., which makes sense because they're the ones who sent Carl to Academy. We know you're Clark. Sarah Cassell. We know you married Sarah Cassell. We know that is the truth there. Margalite. Can I have a look at you, maybe? Nothing. Me, dude. Nothing about Margalite. How about eyepiece? No? The search engine sucks. I think I tried Elias Jr., but I mean, I'll try it again. Yeah, I thought so. What about Wild Bill? Ah. Real name Walter Forsyth. Oh. Wait, so his name is actually Walter Forsyth? So, where does Cornwall come into all this nonsense? You're Walter Forsyth. Okay, fine. Work with some of that. What about Miracle Tree? Ugh. Miracle Tree? Nope, it's fine. It's fair. Focus on company leaders, in which case, perhaps Drew Clancy Edward. That was a lot of the same stuff that I've already seen. Okay. Okay. Using what we have, we need to be able to get further. Miracle III and his wife Nicole. Okay, well, man, it's something. So you are Nicole Smith or Madsen? Hard to say. You know, maybe we'll figure a different one out later. Oh boy. It's fine. There is quite an amount of information in this one, I gotta say, though. I gotta say. Edward is set to take over his apartment, in which case, Edward is going to become a lawyer. So whichever one is Edward is going to become a lawyer. I don't know who Clancy Jr. was going to be. Let's say you're Edward. In which which case you're a lawyer. I know it might not be you, or in that position, but at least if I tie those certain things together, I can hopefully piece some shit together. I think he'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. Okay, Roottrees, yes. Zach, we know, became president. Angelica raising twins. Alright. Look up. Nothing about Gwendolyn. Is she maybe Starlet? No. Ah. Right. Need other potential leads. Sam is a weird one for sure. So, I was about to say Jacob Rafferty. That should hopefully be locked in, but whatevs. You know, I wonder. That would have been the next generation, wouldn't it? So it would have been here. Exactly how Sam lines up. Give Miracle Jr. Miracle. Too good to make an appearance was Gwen, right? Gwen wasn't there. It's fair enough. We had Miracle Jr. was in it. We had some other pretty lady. Yes, you. The lady there. I wonder if that's what's your face? We have here. Unless you're Sam. Certainly a possibility. We could pretend you might be. Sam Cattrall. He's gonna place him somewhere for now. Well, it sounds like he works on the farm, so is he a farmer? Yeah, sounds like it. Oh, la, 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 la. Well then, brothers, Miracle, Sam. Unless oh, that might be Zach. That might be Zach. You know what? It could actually, yeah. That could very well be Sam. Never mind. Or Zach. I mean Zach. Let's say that's you. In which case, that could be your sister back there. Phoenix actually looks kind of like her mother. That works. Makes sense to me. Huh. Then we still have 2. Let's not go with Sam the farmer. CM. Could be you. Magazine Team Blast. Hang on. We have something. Team Blast. 5 piece. And that is the 5 pieces. Hey! Fantastic. Okay. We have something. It's good. Business launch, Team Blast. Is there anything in here about perhaps something like it? Stephanie Jones. Could be anywhere. At least we have something of Teen Blast. Okay, how about we do Clark? Roottrees. What about Clark Rafferty? No, that's fine. Raina. Tree. Okay. Got it. Oh. Also mentions TMS and Brother Trouble. Interesting. Aspirations. Grandpa was a college professor. Ooh, we have something. Hello, Grandpa. Professor. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey! Oh, that feels good.
You're listening to
The juice.
It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottree family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, Search online for WRTD News. Again, that's WRTD.
Thank you. Start here. Just in case. Bank managers never really well spoke about a picture taken from Carl's office. Yes, during the interview, it's revealed there wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with a key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipe spares to the recent storm. It was likely someone close to the family who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. The psychologist, however, also goes on to posit the culprit had an alternate agenda, specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say they have it in their possession. The comment below the article says, "Don't believe their lies, this is just another instance of the Roottrees curse being a real, true thing." I bet you Carl was murdered, the picture had evidence on it. Oh boy. Long, rambly conspiracy website. Very small, very red text on a black background says the Roottrees are cursed. Important update. With Carl and Brenda and their girls, it makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of the 5 presidents of the Roottrees company had died mysteriously. They say Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982, but nobody was arrested. Then Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? And just this week, Carl died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. Well, this is great. At least we have something solidified there. Some potential solidified. Ernie. Let's try to figure out Ernie. The problem is I know one of these is Eli, but I don't know which Eli. Fuck. Ernie could be, Ernie could be here, I suppose. Mr. Madsen Jr. Doesn't make sense, because if they're all boys, they'll definitely still be, in which case could be over this side. Madsons. We don't know any Madsons yet. We have Mordens, but not any Madsons. I think I've heard the name Madsen somewhere. Let me type Cole Madsen. I thought I recognized that name. Could be over this side, in which case... Because then you became the Mordens. Yes, we do know that for sure. In which case, these could have been the Madsons. You could have become a Madsen. In which case, if you're Madsen Ernest, then one of these could be Ernest Jr., which could be connected to that situation. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Oh, there's so much to look. So when the history is full of people from famous families who wasted their fame and fortune by taking it for granted. Instead, he told me I should go out and use money to accomplish something. Aw, you may practice that lecture a lot, because I'll tell you what, actually, we have your other picture. I just want to pop it up so I don't have to worry about it. Book that some of my friends told me they had to read in school. Ooh. Yes, that's true, Lauren. Yeah. Took his advice, and now I wear my mom designing clothing. Helps out with colors and patterns of what I model, and she designs. Grandma Lauren tells me he was really proud of what we managed to accomplish. Grandma Lauren. Well, I guess you would probably call her Grandma Lauren, right? There's no way you would also be a Lauren. No, of course not. We had all that happen. At least we know. This is quite good to have. Make the dots in the pattern of the 5-piece wrapper creates a mine ruby skull. Funny. The post before as a link site talked about how Earth has 4 corners simultaneous 4-day time cubes. Let's go claims the owner of the site received an email from ChrisRaff75. Oh, at US. Took down a site with faked proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually had a heart condition and wasn't poisoned. He claims that although the proof looks quite credible, he knows that the proof is fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. That's funny. First entries from 1906 and a blurry picture of the Roottrees Candy Company factory seemingly taken from the west side from my fence. That's very funny. Website first says all images and ideas by Thomas Overwood. Very funny. Well, I think we've had a fantastic intro piece for Mystery Monday. I'm excited to jump back into a little bit more of this, most likely next week, because on Thursday I want to carry on doing some Death Stranding. So this has been a lovely time. I'll tell you what. There we go. I really hope you've had a good time with me. I know I've had a good time piecing together what the fuck is going on with the Roottrees. Yeah, we'll jump back into them next Monday, and Thursday we're doing some more Death Stranding. That's a good time. Well, my friends, take care out there.